Well, negotiations at the World Trade Organization over opening new global markets, as the way they put it, have collapsed. That should be good news for each and every American citizen, especially our workers. Those talks stalled just as the United States appeared to be about to cave in to the demands from, of all places, India, demands that would have allowed Indian workers to circumvent U.S. H-1B guest worker visa programs. Bill Tucker has our story.
It was not a dispute over visas that stalled this latest round, as India had threatened, but an impasse over agricultural issues.
This meeting has collapsed.
The fact that American negotiators won't disclose what was offered in the way of new guest worker visas has some observers outraged.
I think it's pretty clear that this is all done under the cover of night. This is clearly immigration policy being made. And, you know, I think it should scare all of us in a democracy that we don't even know what's being offered, what's being bargained away.
The United States Trade Representative's office has refused to comment on what that offer might have been. What is feared is that this latest round of trade talks within the World Trade Organization, known as the Doha Round, is fundamentally changing the nature of what's negotiated at the trade table. In return for access to foreign markets, negotiators are bargaining jobs. One critic, whose group favors tightly controlled immigration, says we should be wary of what is being done in the name of free trade.
What they're calling trade is really access to the job market. They're not looking to come in and provide a service for a brief period of time. They're looking for permanent access and the ability to bring in people for years at a time to perform work that was formerly being done by U.S. workers.
The collapse of this round of talks does not mean American workers can or should sleep easy. Now, these talks could resume as early as this fall, though it is more likely they won't resume until after we elect a new president. And when they do, the issue of visas for foreign workers, Lou, will still be on that table. And just tonight, before the show started, U.S. Trade Representative Schwab said all offers remain active and on the table.
Well, certainly this administration, with what, about 6 months left here, I mean, the amount of damage they could do is, well, it's just almost unlimited. What they've done has been disgusting and disgraceful, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised that things would be on the table, especially the rights of American workers, the ability of corporations, and particularly, of course, Indian corporations, to bring in more Indian workers into the United States to outsource American jobs to. I mean, the national news media right now doesn't have a clue what it means when we say the Doha Round as part of the World Trade Organization talks. They don't even know what we're talking about. They haven't got an interest in fighting back for the rights of working men and women in this country. It is unbelievable.
It's alarming, Lou, and I don't think that they understand. Jobs are being offered. This is not trade talks as you and I and everyone understand trade talks to be. My products for your products. This is, you let my products in, we'll let your workers in, and we'll let your workers take our jobs. That's the equation now.
It is the equation. It has been the equation. It has been actually the basis for the entire Bush administration so-called free trade initiatives across the board. They're outsourcing agreements. There should be absolutely no doubt about it. And as you say, in this round, we're talking about legitimizing the flow of cheap labor into the United States for an unlimited amount of time at this juncture. But what I would like everyone to focus on is one part of what you reported, if nothing else, just one part. We don't know as American citizens what our government was negotiating in the World Trade Organization, which puts the World Trade Organization as a supreme and sovereign entity over that of the United States and what we used to call a democracy. And that to me is a crime against our people and a crime against our nation. Bill, thank you very much. Bill Tucker.